I was sleeping and then I ended up waking up for this download that God has showed me in a dream. So excuse the noise and everything that you're going to be hearing in the background. So the dream start off with this man and married. He's a married man, and he met a young girl off of a porn site. And this porn site is more like a underground type, off the radar type porn site. And how it all started was that the girl, wherever they were at, you know, they had truck stops and different things like that. So the girl was there in the car, and I guess the girl recognized the guy getting out of his truck, and she went over to him, and his wife was standing right there, and she ended up kind of gave like a hug, sort of like a hug type thing, like they knew each other or whatever. And the wife was looking, but the husband was kind of like playing it off in front of the wife. And so, and the girl just stood there like she wanted him to talk to her, wanted her to say something to her, give her something or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, the wife ended up asking the girl, you know, who she was and why she was like still standing around her husband or hold up on her husband or whatever. And so the young girl, and this young girl was like 18, but she was saying that she met him on a underground porn site for men. And she said, and I asked her, I said, well, what is the name of, this is in the dream. So I asked, I said, in the dream, I said, well, what is the name of this underground site? She said it was like Amex or something like that. It's a weird name. So when I asked, I said, what? And she showed it and put it up on her phone. And so the site is more like set up like a podcast. This underground sex trafficking site is more like a hide behind like a podcast type scene. And it's two young guys, Caucasian white guys in their late 20s to early 30s, built the platform, built the iPod, not iPodcast, but built the platform. So okay, so God is showing me like it's similar to like like my podcast, but it's more geared to where these guys are hiding. So okay, I got it now. They're hiding behind a podcast thing, like scenario, so that way they'll be off of radar, and that the government and stuff won't know, because these girls are like 16 years of age to like 22. Because the girl in the dream, she was saying that she was like 18, and she looked 18 too. But these are people that has girls that has run away from home, or they were in foster care, and now they're of age. They don't have nowhere to go, no family to go, or nothing else. So these guys are going from different states, picking these girls up and showing them some attention, showing them some money or whatever. And then they're telling them about this porn site that they can make a lot of money. So the girls are falling for it because they realize that they don't have no form of work history to work a real job. So they're falling for the trap and getting paid money. They are getting paid money under the table. But the warehouse is like in the mountains or somewhere like that, and it's It's like in a mountain type setting. It's not like let's see what I said. It's not like a where it's secluded by houses and stuff like that. No, this is like in different location. And these guys don't build this podcast. I mean, they don't build it to where the government is off a radar and it's only members only for men. Men, I mean, these men can be from all types of walk of life. They can be from a business owner, a millionaire, a billionaire, all the way down to truck drivers or ordinary men that like porn. And what they would do is they set up a stage and everything. Like it's like a stage set up where they're actually like doing a podcast and they're interviewing these girls. Like it's like a real podcast, like when you come and set up and interview somebody and talk about things. But they're not giving away what they're talking about. They're like doing like they hide behind something they're doing. They changing the narrative. Like they talking about girls that has run away from home and different things like that and how they become successful and all this stuff. That's how they portray it. They portray this. So in the dream, I kept seeing how they don't build this podcast. I mean, they don't really build it to where the government does not know that this is an underground sex trafficking is going on with underage girls. And in the dream, you could see that the girls are having sex with these older gentlemen and different things like that. And they're also videoing it live. But you got to be a member only to get into it. A lot of girls that's over here could be, a lot of immigrants, females and stuff like that is also, involved in this. And there's a lot of, it's like a group of immigrants, like different type of group of immigrants over here that is working under the table for like major companies and stuff like that that don't have legal citizenship and different things like that. So they're getting paid under the table. Is what I was seeing in the dream too. And like I said, these girls are getting paid money, but they travel. These guys would travel from different states to pick up girls and stuff like that. And they know how to like talk to them to get them to join their sex trafficking porn site underground. And I don't know how the way they entice these girls, but these girls are not going against their will. They're going because they entice about making a lot of money. So they're not held under their will at all, to go and join and then have sex with all these different men, members and stuff like that. And then they videotape it live. So this is what God was showing me in the dream about, what was going on that is under the government's radar. And the government doesn't know nothing about this at all. They don't even know that it exists. And then God was just showing it to me that there is something else now, new, improved, because of all the technology and stuff that they have out there now. They can hide a lot of things under this new AI technology. And you will never know exactly what's going on out there when it comes to sex trafficking. Still there. But this time, they're not kidnapping the girls and stuff like that and holding them under their will. These girls are actually literally going because they're enticed by the money that they say they're going to make. And they do give them money. It's not a lot of money that they give them, because a lot of it, they keep the money in their pocket for themselves. But a lot of the money, they do pay these girls under the table. And then they're recruiting more young girls like their age too, that are runaways or came out of foster homes and stuff, and now they don't turn 18, they don't have nowhere to go. They don't have no type of job skills or anything, so whatever opportunity that they think that's going to sound good to them, they're going to go ahead and go. Hello everyone. They will end up going. And then, like I said, then there's like another set of men, different groups of immigrants from different country. They come in groups now. There's like a company that is like promising the American dream, and they are giving them like work visas underneath the company's name. And they can only work under that company's name. And what they're doing is it's a bunch of them, and a lot of them cannot speak English very well. The only thing that they know how to speak English is when you say you're going to call 911 or the police. And when they hear those two words, they will start running. They will start running, hiding, because they're thinking that you're going to call the authorities on them. And get deported. So there's another ring like that too, with some business that they are using the immigration type status to bring immigrants over here under their business name, because I guess there might be a loophole for business that they can have like different immigration, or different people that don't have legal status can work underneath them. So now that's what's going on now, is that the business now are having immigrants, and they're applying for the work release and the work pass for them to work, but they have to work under their business. They can't go nowhere else and work but their business. So that's what God was showing me in a dream and in a vision at that time. So until next time, thank you for watching. This is your host, Grace.